Hello everybody, it is I, Cool, back again, and today I'm going to be reviewing the El Chupacabra Pit Row Pack. Now, you guys may remember the video I did where people were allowed to vote on what characters they wanted me to review for the, Plains Pit Row packs, because I got, 5 of them at once. Well, it actually came down to a three-way tie between El Chupacabra and, Rip Slinger and Bulldog. And so I ended up rolling a dice and El Chupacabra won, so that's why he's being reviewed first. So yeah, that's how it goes. I'm really excited to review El Chupacabra. I think I had him as a kid. I'm not entirely sure. Alright, let's take a look at him. Yeah, so he looks kind of stupid from the front. Yeah, it's hard to really see his face from most angles because of how he's shaped. He's an indoor racing plane. Fun fact, his plane model was known as the Flying Coffin because it's a death trap. This man is dangerous. Look at him. This is the eyes of a fearless, heartless killer. Look at him. So yeah, he has this really funny propeller here. Really interesting design. His model was slightly retooled to make the circus stunt biplane from Cars on the Road. And that is an actual diecast that exists. It was released in 2022 and it hasn't been re-released since, sadly. I'm really hoping I get it at some point. Then it'd be really funny seeing him and El Chew next to each other. El Chupacabra, of course, is named after the Chupacabra, a type of mythological creature that feeds on the blood of small animals. But, it's just a stage name. He's designed to look like, what was it called? Not sumo wrestler. Some sort of wrestler. That's the sort of thing. He's luchador. Luchador. That's what I was thinking of. He has the luchador mask. He has his cape. Very showman-like. His patterns are very similar to another Plains character. Not Plains character. There was like this diecast called Prop Wash Junction Biplane. He kind of has the same pattern on the wings here. Here we see the cape, number 5 in font. Pretty basic design. See, I think I had El Chupacabra as a kid, but I don't know for certain. Made in Thailand. Yes, early Plains diecast were made in Thailand, not China. Very interesting. It's very weird seeing Thailand cars before the big Thailand takeover in, 2018. Very strange. Over here is the Pity. This is Ricardo. That is his name. Got the El Chupacabra. I really like how the Plains Pitties are designed. These are the absolute closest we ever got to just generic standard Pitties until very recently with the, movie prop Pitties. From the lot, you could tell that most of the items from the lot are in pretty good condition. Except for this Pitty. This is probably the worst condition item from the Plains lot I have. Like, look at him. He is not doing okay. Or I guess he is. Look at his smile. Look at him. He's such a happy little guy. He was made in China for some reason. I don't know why some items were made in China and some were made in Thailand. Very odd, especially since I think that these came together in the pack. I don't know. I got these all loose. Plains Pit Road packs tend to go for a lot online, and I mean like a lot. Around $30. So when the combined... these came with a playset, which goes for $70. And when it all totaled out to only $150, I knew I had to jump on it because, if you do a bit of basic math, you'll realize that that was actually way cheaper than buying those all individually. And, it's much faster, too. Finally, we have the actual pit row here. For El Chew, he can fit inside with his Pity fine. Some planes are a bit too big. Here we have the El Chupacabra designs, the same as in the movie. Has the little removable flag. Hold on, is the flag stuck? I think the flag might be stuck in this one. Okay, never mind, I got it out. It's just a bit tight in there. Which is good. You know, you want your thing to be nice and secure. So yeah, the El Chew pack isn't the most interesting one of these, I don't think, but it is still a pretty solid pack. I'm just happy to have El Chew. I gotta stop showing him at this angle. He looks stupid, but I love him. One more thing I'm gonna show off is the great thing about having these pit row packs is I don't necessarily have to use them as plains pit row packs. If I just flip them around like this, I can pretend that this is a Rusty's, tent. Kind of like the one we see in Cars 3. I don't know if anyone ever mentioned that, but there's like a tent in Cars 3. Kind of looks like that. Yeah, so you can just drive your Lightning McQueen diecast down here, and look at that. That's amazing. All right, but let's give this tent back to its rightful owner. Flag was double-sided, by the way. Let me show it again one more time. Very cool. El Chew is solid, I guess. The character is a bit iffy, but he's funny at some points. Sometimes he can be annoying, though. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the review, and I shall see you all around. Bye-bye.